Leo, welcome to your next 3-month overview. That is April, May, June. I hope you're well. I hope you're fabulous. Let's go over your board real quick, yeah? So, the top line. The months are laid out in the coordinates to the power number associated with that power card, yeah? So, beginning with 4, April, the Emperor. 5, May, the Hierophant. 6, June, the Lovers. And this time, I'm adding to the board a direct placement for the Sun. What we understand makes us happy. Is that being achieved? If not, adjustments, that kind of thing. And then also the Tower. Anything that is unexpected or untowards that we should be made aware of, yeah? And then, of course, judgments. Any imperative decisions we should be making over the next several months. Spiritual lessons, that kind of thing. Let's jump on into it. Show me. Show me Leo, please. Show me Leo in April. Show me Leo in April. Show me Leo in April, please. What is going on for Leo in April? What's going on, please, for Leo in April? Like always, take what resonates, leave it does not, but do keep in mind, this is future orientation. It amuses me to no end when I look at future orientation, and then I inevitably read in the comments, none of this resonates. I have no idea what you're talking about. It hasn't happened yet. I know. I know. I know you know. All right, let's take a look, please. What's going on? Page of Pentacles, 4 Swords, resting the Emperor. It's looking like you're going through some sort of energy conservation mode. It looks like you're gearing up. What you're gearing up for, I could not say. But it's looking like I'm in charge of this. I have to be. Let's take some time to rest. So you are resting your energy. There's some low-level, but not like bad low-level, but in that respect of low-level activity right now. You are, I believe, trying to sort out your priorities. Standing in your power, but there's also this insistence here that whatever it is I do, I need to do it from a calm place. I need to make calm decisions, ones that are correct for me. Act upon them, speak upon them, that kind of thing. So, whatever activity you're generating, you're trying to generate it from your best possible self, your most in command self. Calm. I cannot stress that enough. It's like calm, thoughtful, calm and thoughtful, calm and thoughtful throughout April. What else is going on in here? It could be that you are resting in that respect of, I got stuff coming through and I know it. So I'm just going to generate some activity, one thing at a time. Be thoughtful about it, stay on top of it, okay? But it suggests that it's planned. It looks planned. It tells me energy conservation. It's looking like you might be expecting to expand your energy later. What's going on in April, please? What else is going on in April, please? I like your stress upon calm. Calm. I got this. Okay, piece by piece. I'm going to work through these things. The Hierophant. Knight of Swords. 9 of Pentacles. Okay. Cool. You are literally taking actions in your best interest. I like it. I like it. Let's run with it. It looks like you are. So I do see some of your energy going outwards outside of yourself. And it is looking like you are taking action here with the Knight of Swords, the fastest moving, not just in communication, but also in action. This is our intentions. We seem to be on point. The Hierophant is authorizing some sort of energy outside of you that says Knight of Pentacles. Now, this could be you. This could be someone outside of you. Typically, when I see that Knight of Swords attached to an outside person, I typically say, your action's going outward, and that could very well be. But it's looking like your higher self, your spiritual self, says, this is what's good for me, too. So, regardless if your energy is going outward or not, again, it's coming from that calm, steady place. I got this. I got this. I'm going to be thoughtful. My mind is on point. My actions are on point. And your spiritual energy also says, I want to do this. I'm going to take actions that are in my best interest, that feel good, right, and comfortable to me as an independent person. And then also it seems like you're generating some activity outside of you towards someone who represents a similar energy. That strong sense of individuation, independence, comfort, stability, knowing one's self very much so. So it's looking like you are operating and acting in your best interest in accordance with your energy. You seem to be very firm about this, but it's a good Emperor placement, not a negative. Okay, all cards have pros and cons. It just kind of depends on what's surrounding them. And given the context of this situation, this Emperor is feeling good. He's standing on his own 2 feet. Okay, not rushing things, but also staying on top of stuff. And you're doing basically activities, again, that are in your best interest. And someone else seems to be involved in that too. Okay, it looks good. It looks good. It looks good. Okay, I see yourself committing to actions that you feel are imperative to you. All right? They feel right to you. You're like, this is good for me. I want to engage in this. And I got the actions to back it up. I'm being thoughtful, forthright. My energy feels very much in alignment. So when these two, oh, and I will point that out because I never really get to see this. When these two work together, it's fantastic. And if they don't, it can be a shit show. So these two are notoriously the most stubborn players in the deck. They just have different methods of carrying out that kind of particular will. So it's nice to see these two actually work together. That's really nice. I like this. So there's a lot of authority here that is both spiritual and real world application. They seem to be communicating and working together to make decisions, back them up, act on them, and from a place of independence. And it's like, I'm not doing anything I don't want to do. That's very much what that's saying to me. I'm not doing anything that I don't want to do. And right now, I'm doing something that very much feels right to me. And I take action towards it, and I'm going to back it up. So again, I don't know what it is that you're doing, but it comes from a strong sense of will. So it makes me strongly suspect that Nine of Pentacles is outside of you. I really believe that because you're already generating so much individual energy here as the Emperor and the Hierophant. It makes me strongly suspect that that Nine of Pentacles is outside of you. Okay, but there, your energy is like, whew. So what that kind of context looks like, I don't know, but you want to. Your energy's like, I'm here, I'm showing up, I'm accounted for, I'm authorizing it. And I keep emphasizing that because it's such powerful energy you have, but it's also calm. I like this. It's respectful, it's on point, it's action-oriented, and it says this is coming from me, right? So I would like to know a bit more about that Nine of Pentacles. I really feel like that's someone outside of you. Independent, fruitful. Okay. They seem to be looking upon your actions with pleasure. And this is nice. It's nice. I like this. I like this. Calm, steady, and a lot of spiritual authority in you. I need to do what's right for me, and I need to take action in accordance with that. I agree. As long as it comes from a place of independence, you know yourself, you know your mind, you got it. You got it, babe. I might dig further on that. We'll see. Let's check out May. Let's check out May, please. What's going on for Leo in May? The stars for some of you. Desires. Okay. What's going on, please, for Leo in May? Show me Leo in May. Show me Leo in May. Show me Leo in May. Show me Leo in May, please. Could be a working partnership thing, but it feels a little bit more guided than that. A lot more guided than that. You're showing me such strong sense of will that this is what I want to do and it comes from me. It feels right to you. That's all I know how to... It just strongly feels right to you. That's all I got. Yes. Okay. Okay. That's interesting. Your emotions towards something are coming back quite strongly. Okay, nothing you can't handle. But they're coming back. Where for something you tried to keep yourself distant from it, you are now kind of emotionally re-engaging in it in May. Okay. And it's not just you. Someone's emotional energy is coming back to you, I believe, in May. I don't know who this is, but it feels very much right to you. Something's pulling in towards you. Where it was distant, it's now coming back. Okay? And it has to do with one's waters of heart space. I strongly suspect it's the both of you. I don't know who this is to you. It feels dualistic. In other words, it's not just you and it's not just them. It feels like it's the both of you or experience something like this. where you both might have been like that. And there's energy behind it. Yeah. I don't know why that got my attention. Someone who is part of your community. Active endeavors in the community. Solid foundational energy here. Strong. Very strong. Anyway, I'm sorry. 8 of Cups, 9 of Cups to the Knight of Wands. If it's meant for you, it will not pass you by. There is emotional re-engagement here in May, and it feels right. The Knight of Wands, your particular night, energy for this. Energy. Feels good. Fluid, easy. Whereas over here, you're showing me action, communication. I'm going to take care of this, and I want to. It's coming from me. Then our energy converts to the Knight of Wands. This is a little bit more on the personal side. Okay. The passion, the energy, the steam for this is picking up where it went from, this is what I'm authorizing, and I do so from my own sense of will because I want to, and it's important to me, both in terms of my real world and my spiritual energy. It gets converted to a little bit more on the personal side. The energy's emotional energy between you two is it's becoming more seamless, easier. I don't know who you're sharing it with. But it's falling into place nicely. Okay. Knight of Wands, 9 of Cups, 8 of Cups. Where there was distance, it's falling back into place for both sides, I believe. Is there anything else in May? In other words, your energy is becoming more fluid. It's easier. Whereas over here, this was much more of a upper level boss decision. I'm going to do this. I'm going to be thoughtful. I'm going to act in accordance to my thoughts. Okay. To something that we're gravitating towards it because it feels right. Okay. Give me a little more about May. Anything else, please, in May? Can I get a little bit more about May, please? What else is going on, please, for Leo in May? Show me more, please, about Leo in May. It's elastic. It's elastic. It's elastic. Stretched, sprung back into place. Stretched apart. Going back into place. It's elastic. Page of Swords, Page of Wands, 7 of Pentacles. Okay. I know that doesn't seem mind-blowing. Oh, by the way, something's building up in your 3D energy. In Pentacle world as well. There's something that you're having to put more attention into. It's building up for you in May, practically speaking. It's going to be slow going at first, but you do need to revert your energy a little bit to that as well. Not just in your personal world, but something about May is starting to pick up for you, at least in the 3D. There's something you're keeping your eye on. Energetically, though, you're having to give it a little bit more of your attention. How much of that and how far of it goes, that's entirely up to you. But there's something here about the growth in May regarding that Pentacle energy that is very real and very accounted for. You're keeping an eye on it. There is an anticipatory energy building up for you in May, and it feels like it's very much involved to your 3D. I imagine it's going to spill into June for some reason. But in that respect, however, whatever is growing, continue to grow it. Okay? Continue to remain open towards it. Continue to learn from it. But there's something here about the preliminary energy that's starting to pick up in May. Okay, for you in the 3D. Pentacle. Something to do, I believe. I'm leaning towards work at this time. Something's building up a little bit. Show me June. 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 There's a lot of inquiries coming in for you from May, honey. There's a lot of inquiries coming in for you in May. We've got increased communications for you in May. And it's all part of this steady growth process that you seem to anticipate, but expect your communications to pick up in May. June, show me June, please, for Leo. I know, it's not mind-blowing shit, but I like this. I do. I like this a lot. Very forthright. Okay. This is me. This is who I am. This is what I'm doing. This is what I'm... I like the calmness of it. I do. It's like we pulled ourselves up by our spiritual and kind of bossy bootstraps and said, I got this. Queen of Swords, the Fool, Six of Pentacles. Okay, we on business detail. Come and there it is. That's what I was waiting for. That's what I was waiting for. I was like, I'm going to see something in the Pentacle. I just know it. In June. Yeah. So there's an increase of communications for you in May, but it doesn't seem to be anything that you don't expect. It's kind of like an anticipatory, okay, this is building up to something. And it's there. And it's coming in through June. Here's the good news, is that you're trying to greet it, be open-minded towards it. There's a certain determination here to show enthusiasm, to be open towards it. Okay, Six of Pentacles, there's a balance here. You're trying to keep yourself open towards it in that terms of, as it concerns itself with a positive disposition. You're making decisions, left, right, decisions, and you're trying to keep an open spirit towards it, show it a lot of goodwill, whatever this is. And it's looking like you are putting on a pretty good happy face, like, welcome all, welcome all. Don't quite know what that is, but it started back here in May, okay? We have an increase in communications, and that's flowing over into June, where it's looking like you're having to put on more of a presentation face. And you are meeting that where it is. It's looking like it's going very well with whatever that activity is. And who else had that? Yeah, it was a different Six of Pentacles. I think it was Taurus. It was a different kind of Six of Pentacles. Here I'm seeing a Leo doing what you do. And you're giving me your kind of show, your presentation face, right? Here's my accumulated efforts that started back here in May or thereabouts. And it's like, come on, come one, come all. You know, that kind of thing. But I like it. I do. You're showing me energy, enthusiasm, decision making. I got this. I'm open towards it. You know, let's relax. Let's have a good time. It's kind of like that. Show me what else, please, in June. So it's looking like you have something coming up where you anticipate to showcase your skills and to showcase your energy, to showcase your efforts. Okay? Yeah, there you go. Leo having a chance to show off their skills. Who's ever heard of that? No one's ever heard of that. I like it. You seem to be the center of attention in June. You seem to be the center of attention in June. I see you putting on a very happy, determined, thoughtful, making decisions energy, but your energy is trying to keep it light, keep it fun, keep it open. Okay? In that balance. Anything else, please? Anything else is like, come one, come all. Rejoice in my efforts. I like it. You got a little bit of a showmanship here. I like it. You got a little bit of a showmanship. I like this. I do. All right. Anything else, please, in June? Ten of Swords, the Ace of Wands, the Ten of Pentacles. Okay. So that's interesting. It's kind of like, let's put in, that's interesting. You're showing me, I'm going to put in a lot of effort towards this because part of you is, that would explain the showmanship. Part of you energetically is waiting for this, whatever it is, the Ten of Swords, the Ace of Wands, the Ten of Pentacles. You seem to recognize that whatever this activity is in June lends to your foundation. It seems to be very, very important in that respect. Here's what's interesting. Here's the kicker. It's not necessarily important to you, like you thrive on it, so much as other people do. You seem to be recognizing that responsibility outwards through your eyes. Okay, this isn't necessarily the biggest thrill for me, but I understand it is for you. And that's interesting. That's interesting. So that would explain your face. It's like, because I keep seeing your face. It's like, I'm here. I'm determined. Let's do this. Let's do this. I'm glad you're having a great time. Yes. No, this is great. You're happy. I'm happy. That's awesome. Inside, you're like, I really don't have the energy for this. I don't want to. It seems like whatever this is, you're putting on a damn good show because part of you is not interested in engaging in it again. How interesting. That's interesting. It's an interesting feature. Very specific. Very specific. But you like, I understand it's important to the community. Now, the Ten of Pentacles, this is far-reaching consequences of our 3D actions. So these are the people who are under our umbrella in terms of not just work, career functions, family, friends, community. That's what the Ten of Pentacles is. It's a long-standing connectivity that many people touch on that roots, all right? And you're part of this, whatever this is. But you're also like, I'm not interested in doing it again. I don't want it. So whatever this is kind of representing to me, honey, June, this is your last hurrah. This is your last hurrah. That's why you're showing me such... Because there's kind of a relief in that, right? Whatever this activity is, you don't seem to be interested in renewing it again. Okay? So it's like knowing that kind of gives you a booster of energy. This is my last rodeo in this. This is the last time I'm doing this. I know it's important to all of you. I wish I could say the same. I can't. But specifically, I don't think that it doesn't matter in terms of your community context or the work balance. It's more like personally to you, this being your master symbol, Ace of Wands, that kind of tells me a lot. If Leo doesn't have energy for something, kind of speaks for itself. So again, there's the recognition here of the importance. You understand that this deserves its own credit in its own right, all right? That many people seem to thrive on this activity that you are directly a part of. But you're like, I'm not going to do it again, though. So this might be an annual work project that this is the last time you're doing that particular work project and then you're not doing it again. So that would explain to me again why your energy simultaneously, even while you are engaging in it, feels a little freer because there's a relief in that, right? Knowing you're not going to do it again. Right? I get it. No, that makes sense. It does make sense. And you recognize its importance. You don't discredit that. But energetically speaking, whatever this function is, you don't have the energy for it anymore. You know, it's not for what it doesn't provide to yourself and other people, but it's like, I personally, Leo says, I don't have energy for this anymore. And there comes in that a certain level of freedom, you know? So that would explain why you're doing such a damn good job in June with that show face. I love it. I love it. I love it. Okay. It seems like there's other things you want to do in your community endeavors. That's no less important to you. But whatever this is, you don't seem to be renewing energy for it. That's so specific. That's so very interesting. I like your showman skills. I do. I do. I like them. I like that. I like your showman skills. I do. Yeah. That's very you, isn't it? I may not like this. Nevertheless, time to shine. It's kind of like that. Okay, so that would explain this. It's anticipatory. You're just not into it. You're not into it, but it's anticipatory building energy, which I believe is rolling into June. You have so little interest in it, but it's also like, it's coming. The energy's building up towards this. Let's put on a last good show, whatever that is, okay? And this emotional energy I'm seeing as being related to back here. Okay, in April. Does that make sense? That's the only thing about these 3 months overviews. I have to disentangle people, different aspects. So I hope that's making sense to you. Emotionally, you seem to be flourishing. Okay, where someone you have kind of... I keep getting that rubber band, the elastic emotions with. So we got stretched. And then poof, the energy's kind of springing back together. Okay, and it's not just you, it's the both of you. All right? But I like it. I trust it. You feel good about it. I like how your energy relaxes. It's so formal. It's so formal back here in April. It's a good formal. I like it. I do. Like I said, it's great to see those two guys work together instead of tearing each other apart. It's so formal, though. Oh, excuse the overhead noise. We are in spring break, and so daughter is home from school. You're going to hear some overhead noise. It's so formal. Take it easy. I like that. I like the activity. I don't know why. It's very noble. It's very forthright. It's very determined. So much determination. It's interesting. I'm kind of gravitating back towards this. I want to keep I want to keep looking at it and might still do. Show me the sun. Let's jump on over, though, to the sun. I'm sorry, the cards pull me in a particular direction and then I end up wanting to focus on one area. Let's jump on over here, though, to the sun. Show me Leo's sun, please. Show me Leo's sun. Show me Leo's sun, please. Show me Leo's sun. What is going on? Show me Leo's sun, please. It's like this was really coming across heavily as the last hurrah. I'm going to give it my best energy, my best. And there's that freedom, too. Knowing it's the last hurrah, there's a freedom in that, right? Release me. Release me from this. Good. Last show. The last show. The last show. The last show. What is that? The last show. It's the last show. The last rodeo. The last show. The last hurrah. Make it a good one. Make it a good one. Make it count. Make it count. Make it count. You want to put on a good show for the community or everyone that you are abiding by in your principal balance of the Six of Pentacles, those who benefit, including yourself. Let's put on a damn good show. It's my last one. Something like that. There's a certain determination to do that. Why does it look like you made up your mind recently? Here's what's weird. That's not till June. It's not till June. But it's looking like you've made up your mind recently. That's what's weird. It looks like a very recent decision. So again, it's anticipatory. I'll be ducked. It's fascinating to me when things fall together like that. This decision's made, but it's looking like you made it recently. That's why you're showing me such an emphasis for freedom. Not for lack of the endeavor, not for lack of importance, but you are free from it, or you anticipate to be in June. You just made that decision recently, didn't you? Yeah. Show me the sun, please. Show me the sun, show me the sun, show me the sun. Six of Cups. Eight of Cups. There it is again. There it is again. Yeah, it's coming back. It's coming back. I told you. It's not just you cooking in there. Believe it or not, you guys, I'm actually not bad at my job. I mean, you know. Okay. No, it's coming back. It's the second time I've heard that. That is the second time I've heard that. It's been a long time. I don't remember whose reading it was, but I distinctly heard Meatloaf's version of It's All Coming Back to Me, which is the one I enjoy the most. It's all coming back to you. I mean, if it's meant for you, it will not pass you by. Whatever this energy is, has not passed you by. It's been with you for a long time. But the emotional re-engagement with it is happening now. It's lovely, and it's simple, and I told you it wasn't just you, it's dual, it's the both of you. It's elastic. You never really pulled away from it, that particular rubber band never broke. No, not with soul bonds, not really. Not really. Maybe thousands of miles apart, but the energy can still be very much at play, absolutely. Anyway, a lot of water here. Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces does not have to be. We have this Queen of Cups figure. Okay. All right. With the Six of Cups. Okay. Eight of Cups twice. It's under your sun. It is making you incredibly happy that it's all coming back to you. But it's in a way that suggests it's softer this time. There seems to be more emotional appreciation, okay, from when you two last knew each other. There's a softer appreciation here. There's a higher sense of vulnerability here between two people. And it's making you incredibly happy with the sun. That's direct placement. They say the sun is the happiest card in the deck. Okay? And so it is. You can't really fake the sun. We can try. Oh yes, we can absolutely try. We can deceive ourselves into thinking this is going to make me happy, this is going to make me happy, this, and that shows. This isn't deception at all. It's not deception at all. It's lovely. It's very soft. Lovely soul bond energy. They are coming back emotionally to you. I don't feel like that Queen of Cups is you. Could be. Could be that. Because I do believe this has a flow through. It feels good that it's coming back. Okay, it does. There's more vulnerability here. It's very soft. Your person is deeply emotional, but with a very good heart. They have a good heart towards you. They love you. You know that, right? Or you love each other, really. You're both coming back. You showed me a strong sense of, God dang, this feels so good. They're showing me a strong sense of, this feels very right. You're both pretty much speaking the same language. Anything else, please? Under the sun? Anything else, please? Under the sun for Leo? Anything else, please? Under the sun? Anything else, please? Under the sun for Leo? The Hermit. Healing. Offer. Ace of Pentacles. Three of Wands. Oh, yeah. Okay. There's kind of an intersection of roads here. I can't... There's an intersection of roads here. There's an intersection of roads. This person represents an opportunity that is realistic. The Hermit. You might have some Virgo in your chart, not the point. I do feel it that you were looking at ways to make a constructive offer. It would make us happy to do so. We're looking at ways to make a constructive offer. The one that makes sense to you. It's buildable, it's viable, it's legit. But there's a waiting element. Three of Wands. Do they represent an opportunity in a healed heart space? Oh yes, 100%. That's not an issue. I don't question it. Careful. We're taking it very solid. I mean very solid. The Hermit here with the Ace of Pentacles, very, very, very solid construction efforts in healing, real energy that we can work with, understand, tangible. Very strong constructive efforts with this energy. But there's something here, there's an intersection, I can't see it. There's an intersection here, I can't see it. I'm going to get back to that. Remind me. Remind me, Leo, honey, remind me to get back to that. There's something here, there's an intersection. I can't quite see it. Hold on. Show me the Tower, please. Let's get back to that. Put a pin on that. Show me the Tower, please. Anything that is unexpected or untoward that Leo should be made aware of. Anything that Leo should be made aware of, please. I like your constructive efforts. They're coming from a good place, but there's an intersection here I can't see. Okay, Three of Swords, Ten of Cups. Yeah. Okay, that's pretty straightforward. Just more healing I'm seeing for you. Ten of Cups, the Three of Swords, Temperance. It's coming in as a Tower. It's kind of like until we started healing with whatever the situation is, we didn't understand how important it was. We didn't understand how important it was until we started engaging with it and healing with it. You know, there's emotional disharmony here, and we're learning a lot of things about our internal systems. And the pain that's in there, sometimes that keeps us separate from other people's cups, is fear of rejection. fear of being hurt, okay? And we're learning, this is some internal stuff, I'm not seeing it externally, it's more of an internal thing. We're kind of learning through tower type situations that sometimes we keep ourselves separate from that which we desire the most, and that is to harmonize our emotions with somebody. And then pain gets in the way. Fear specifically gets in the way. Three of Swords is fear. Classically, it's fear of rejection specifically. Sometimes we will not fully engage with the cups that we want because we fear in some part of us that they won't reciprocate it or won't be given back, or we're afraid to express ourselves. Fear of rejection. Okay. Or if there's outstanding pain between you two, sometimes we write things off as that it's just unfixable. Okay. And if something's unfixable, it will not present itself as being fixable. You understand? Overcoming our fears of being hurt and really trying to emotionally harmonize with somebody, it's either something we can do or we can't do. And you're telling me this is something very much you can do, and it kind of surprises even you. In that respect, you didn't know how much it meant to you until you started doing it. Something about this person puts you into a soft place, which I like. I do. I like it. Yeah, there's natural energy in here. Yeah, there's natural passion here. It's organic. Okay. It happens of its own accord. But what it provokes in you is some very strong aspects of inward reflection, mastery of certain skills. And it's like, this is a lot more possible than I understood. And I've kind of been withholding my own particular tower towards this because I didn't know if I could heal it. I didn't know if they would share. What if they would reject the waters? And it's kind of like the way they would reject the peace offering is what I mean. And it's kind of those same internal fears that got us into distance with this person and other people in our lives to begin with. That fear internally of rejection can be the same fear that stays our hand from trying to attempt to heal it. And it's kind of like they're both related. And in understanding these things about ourselves and really looking at it, because I'm looking at it, Leo, you're so darned determined. So darned determined to make this work at all costs. To do what you need to do. Not because it's not important to you, because it very much is. And so when you start engaging in it, there's something in you that unfolds in that way that says, the more I do this thing, the better I feel. And it heals something within me. And I think they're experiencing something similar. You're right, they are. They are emotionally coming back to you. You're emotionally coming back to them. But the construct here is safer than it was. And it feels more vulnerable than where you two last left it. Okay. Your construction efforts are real. I see your sincerity. That's a lot of sincerity and the action to back it up. Okay? Like I said, a lot of force. That's a lot of masculine energy. That's a lot of masculine energy, but it's good. I like it. You know? It's attractive. It's attractive. I know what I'm doing, and I know I want to. I know what I'm doing, and I know I want to. Now, you could be a female Leo and experience the same thing. It's all about that determination and the action to make it happen. And then when we get to the softer side of you, we see that this feels so much better than I thought perhaps it could or would. And it's kind of like I wish I had done it sooner, but that's okay. Sometimes things play out the way they need to play out. I agree. Okay? Sometimes we need time. We need patience. Okay? So long as we don't take that patience and time for granted, okay, we allow ourselves to do and act as much as we do feel, and things can fall into place. Absolutely. So that's an interesting tower. It's soft. It's internal. It's not without its pain. It's not without its struggles. But the point is that you are working through it. And as you emotionally harmonize with yourself, I see you doing the same with this person. Okay, so again, it all starts with the self. What begins in here goes outward. Okay? So it starts as your determination. This is your internal drive systems. Your internal drive systems are backing up your determination. Do you see how that works? When energy is consolidated like that instead of fragmented and crazy. Right? So, in other words, I trust it. I like what your energy is doing. I do. It's actually quite beautiful. It's quite powerful. I really don't know who this person is to you, other than likely very much a soul bond. And you can kind of have that relationship with anybody, but it does feel and elicit in you vulnerability that I don't think you're otherwise comfortable with, but you are becoming more comfortable with it with this person. Not because you have to, because you want to. Very much so. It's a pretty soft tower, but it's a lovely one. It's inside. Okay, any judgment calls here, please? Judgment calls. Any judgment here? Judgment calls, please, for Leo. Judgment calls, judgment calls. Any decisions coming from within you or outside of you, stuff you got to deal with. Any judgment, please? Judgments. Show me judgments. This is interesting. That is really great. I like this. I like seeing your showmanship qualities over here. It's great. It's so Leo. So even though your strength card isn't here, trust me, I see your personality. I see your personality. I do. Show me judgment, please. Show me judgment. But yeah, no, I mean, I can't argue with that, honey. I can't argue with that. If Leo doesn't have their master symbol, I'm not saying you don't respect the premise of it. You very much do. You seem to be grateful for the opportunity it has afforded. But it personally does not fit you anymore. So again, it's very much this. This is my last hurrah. I'm going to do a damn good job, and I hope you all enjoy it. I like it. That's interesting. Judgment. Show me judgment. Show me judgment. You let me know as you see fit what that is, if that's something that you can relate to. It looks like the decision happened recently. You already know what's going to happen. Okay? I'd like to know. I'd like to know. It's looking like you're parting ways with it on good terms, and that's always a good thing. Judgment. Show me judgment. Hierophant. You might have some serious Taurus in your chart. We also got some Aries, Virgo, Wheel of Fortune, Ten of Pentacles. Okay. All right. So you have decided to shift. Going back to this. I told you. I'm just saying. You made that decision. You made the decision. For whatever that is. You have decided to redistribute your energetic efforts in the 3D to keep the focus on the foundation, but in a different direction. That's it. You made the decision recently. I mean, I could probably set my watch to your decision. That's how recent it is. And it's going to play out in June. The last hurrah. Congratulations. I'm just saying that because it feels very much right to you. And here's the thing, honey. Once you made the decision, it's almost like I'm looking at it lifetime. It's almost like I'm looking at it lifetime. Once you made the decision, you were like, oh, thank you, thank you, thank you. Leo, I just want to thank you, Leo, for making that decision. We all feel so much better. Thank you. You're awesome. Keep up the good work, buddy. It's kind of like that. You're authorizing it. So that Hierophant is no joke. When I say he is authorization energy, that's what that means. He is a permissions guy. It is yes or no. So when I see Big Daddy going authorized like that, it's like, oh, damn, Leo done made that decision. So I told you, yeah, the context for how you know your foundation is shifting, but it's shifting in the positive. Once you made the decision, you're like, I need my foundation to flourish in other ways. It's no less important to me, but it is time to move on to this. So from whatever this represents in your foundation, it was lovely. It's kind of like it was great while the party lasted. Thank you all so much. But I have to kind of move on in my particular achievements. Okay. And how I understand. The community seems to be very important to you. Very, very, very. You like your network. It expands outward from you. I saw that right away. The energy's building here in May. The community's talking to you in May, and it's already picking up, and you're like, and that's why it's going to be my last thing. So I like it. The decision's done made, honey, and it's so recent. It's so recent. It's slapping me in the face energetically. It's still flapping. Okay, it's still flapping. Yeah, I know. I got it. I like that. Oh, it was on your mind for a while. It was on your mind for a while. Ooh, yes, I see it. I know. And once those decisions are made, doesn't it just feel like a huge relief? And that's because it is. So I like how your energy just opens up so much more beautifully after this. It's like a huge sigh of relief in your 3D world. The community is no less important to you. You seem to already be shifting your plans into a new Ten of Pentacles. So that's focus, that's intention. And this change was coming. It was a long time coming. So congratulations to you. And I say that again because this comes from good heart. It really does. It comes from good decision making. And again, it feels right to you. And you have to know these things, honey. You have to know these things. If you don't have the energy for it and it doesn't feel right, it doesn't feel natural, thank you very much for the opportunity that this has afforded. But the energy is not in my wheelhouse. Not anymore. Right? So you don't want... there's a burnout here. Call it for what it is. It's burnout. Whatever this is burnout. But you're showing it really good farewell energy, you could say. I'm emphasizing it so much because it's beautiful for me to see something that specific, because I'm not really big on vagueness, so if I can pin something down, I will. But that's great. I love this. And it was a long time coming, honey. It was a long time coming. It was. Again, the foundation is just as important to you as it ever was. But the decision done been made. It's been with you energetically for a while. I got 45 minutes out of this. I just felt like I was just breezing right on through this. Is there anything else, please, under decisions? That tower is very interesting. Gosh, it's like pieces of you are really falling into place, yeah? Really coming into alignment. Really coming into alignment. Where your energy needs to be and why. What it's choosing to take action towards and focus towards, and what it's choosing to withdraw from. So these are all power decisions, honey, which I love. I love seeing that actually for the fixed signs the most, because we are indeed the fixed signs. So you, like all fixed signs, when we change, I'm one too. Once we decide to make change, everybody sees it. That's one of the reasons why we shy away from it. We don't want all the eyes on us, because we're just like, my decisions are my business, right? I know, but once we do make change, everybody sees it. Everybody sees it, and if it's good change, then it's right. And this is why we make people nervous as fixed signs. When we make bad change, everybody sees that too, which is one of the reasons why we don't like people looking on us or our business. Like, don't worry about it. I know it. There's the reason why we are represented on the Wheel of Fortune. All the fixed signs are right there. And I don't have the world in front of me, but we're on there too. Everybody sees our business. When we do make change, when we don't. I know, everybody's got 2 cents. I know, everybody got their 2 cents. I know. In fixed signs, we get weird about that. It's like, don't worry about my 2 cents. Why are you worried about it? I'm having fun because I really like this. This is an excellent example of somebody being forthright. This is what's right for me. I'm making changes in accordance with that. Yes, 100%. Yes, 100%. I'm going to direct Scorpio over here. Well, theirs is out before yours. Theirs was actually good too, so I can't complain about it. Then I'm going to, next time Scorpio's got issues, I'm going to be like, you know what? Okay, don't talk to me about you can't change. Go check out Leo's last one. No. We're fussy like that. Anything else, please? Oh my God, and there it is again. There they are. There they are again. I like this. I don't know who this is, but I like it. It's not like a telenovela. It's not like it's all over the place. It's not a soap opera. It's not like that. But there's this ongoing energy outside of your 3D that's just as important to you that keeps showing up. Heavy water orientation, specifically Scorpio and, well, yeah, Cancer maybe, Doesn't feel like that, but it could be. And there it is again. There's that same Knight of Wands. Okay? There's that same emotional energy. Right there it is. And I know that's not impressive with the Four of Cups, but again, it's coming back. It's elastic. Where you two were stretched apart, you're now springing back. But it's not like a dramatic spring back. It's not like that. It's more like this. Okay? We still have as much energy for this. That's shifting too. They are also a reflection of judgments. And it was a good judgment. It is. It's a good judgment. That's all the reflecting back to me, is that you two seem to be matching points on energy. Okay? They're still there. They're part of your decision making. They were part of your judgment. And it looks like it was a good judgment call. It was a spiritual one. So I don't know when you two started to open up towards each other. I just know that the energies between you two are settling back into place, but there's more openness and vulnerability than there was before. That's all I can tell you. They've shown up consistently, and you've shown up consistently for them. Okay? So again, it's dualistic. They have emotional expansion towards you. Okay? So wherever there was disappointment and emotional disengagement, there's persons not swinging, but there are exuding signs to you of full emotional readiness, okay, and acceptance, forgiveness, intuition. And again, I keep stressing the word vulnerability. Okay. So this person might be very emotionally private, despite having such a big heart. Okay. And I understand that. You know, just because, you're a big feeler doesn't mean you go on and on about it. You just, in fact, people who are the biggest feelers typically are the ones that least go on about their feelings, because they don't want to make hard impressions on other people. And absorbers tend to absorb other people's emotional energy, and we don't always want to be influenced like that. Okay. Anyway, it's interesting. It's a unique feature that has been running alongside this whole time. So I am seeing different points of your world wrap up nicely. I like this a lot, and I love this. This is cheeky. Now, back to this. I said there's an intersection here I can't quite see. The construction efforts are real, legit. And it's taken a lot, but it feels right too, right? So we keep doing it. It's part of your sun, let me remind you. But there's an intersection here I can't quite see with that Ace of Pentacles. Show me this Ace of Pentacles, please. This intersection, consistencies here. There's huge emphasis on construction and consistency. Huge emphasis here. Can I see more, though? What is this? Three of Wands, Ace of Pentacles, Three of Wands, Ace of Pentacles, Three of Wands, Ace of Pentacles, please. Construction and consistency, construction and consistency. It's allowing this person to be more expansive towards you. Your energy's happy too. It's thriving. It's not just you doing all the work, honey. They're throwing it back on you. That's how you know you're going to keep doing it. What is this? Show us Ace of Pentacles, Three of Wands, Ace of Pentacles, Three of Wands, Ace of Pentacles, Three of Wands. Okay. Someone here, I do not know who, is determined. You showed me that Queen of Swords, so it could be you. There's something here you want to know how they feel about something. There's something here you're showing me confusion on in regards to the feelings. How do they feel? Really? No. You're not fooling me with that. How do they really feel about me? Honey, you know. Oh, honey, you know. Oh, you know. That's not the question. There's something else in here. There's another question in here. What do they think about this? What do they think about this? You want to know what their thoughts and or feelings are towards something. What is it? You want clarification on something. What is this? Ten of Pentacles. There it is again. Temperance. The Sun. You very much want to pull this person more into your 3D world. To not just have them be an emotional figure in your background. You want them to be more prominent. How interesting. You really want to highlight and or promote this person. It would make you very happy to do so. To pull them more into your world. Okay. There's something here about presentation. It has to be put at the forefront. I want to put this person at the forefront. I'm not saying make them the center of your world. That's not what I'm saying. It goes back to your foundational energy. In other words, it's important to you. It's like, how can I cook this person more into my foundation? You're trying to make space. And you're doing more than trying. You are succeeding. But there's questions here. I don't just want them to be an emotional background noise to me. It feels good. Our constructive efforts they feel good. I can verify them. I know I'm participating. I know that they are participating as well. But how can I bring them more into my life? Something like that. And that seems to be an imperative point to you. And it's something that you are trying, I believe it's you, could be them. And it's something that you are trying to work out, and you are determined to work that out. How can I make them more prominent in my life? How can I get them more into the foundation? That's I told you, there's an intersection here. There's an intersection between the emotional growth between you two, okay? It's more open than it was, it's softer than it was, and it's more vulnerable than it was. And now you have this other question to another side of your brain and in your heart that says, okay, how can I pull them more into the 3D? I need to get them more into my life. And something like that. And you very much want to do this. This is another consolidation effort. So this person isn't just an emotional significant figure to you. You want them more in your life. Like when you can turn around, you can see them. Right? And it's like, I know that that person is there. That they have a place here. It's very interesting. And it's something that you are working out. But you want to work it out. Again, it's under your sun, not once but twice. So they seem to be important somehow, possibly tied to your legacy. In terms of foundation, loyalty, rock solid figure, right? It's kind of like I have a commitment here to achievement. I have a commitment to success, and this person's part of it. How do I incorporate them into that? I need to figure that out. And here's you trying to figure it out. It's possibly trying to make more space for them. Possibly trying to give them more of a feature in your life. Not just in the short term, but in the long term. It would make you very happy to do so. Okay, so you don't just want this person to be a good emotional figure in your background space. You also want to bring them more into your reality. I told you, I saw solid constructive working efforts on your part. I was like, there's an intersection here, I can't see it, and there it is. It's not just enough that we do repairs. I got to pull them into my world, and I want to. Question is how. You'll figure it out. You'll figure it out. Just don't allow yourself to get lost to it in terms of, I don't know what to do, I don't know what to do, so I'm not going to do nothing. That's not going to be enough for you. There's something here about where I've got to figure this out. You two, I have every right to believe you two share a community, an overlapping community. It's prominent in both your eyes. You both seem to be well fixated within your communities. You both seem to be well known. You both have expanding networks. There's got to be a common overlap for you two then. It shouldn't be too hard to figure out. Okay, I gotta figure that out. Yeah, I think you will. Look at that. Look at all that Big Daddy energy you got today. Oh, Smuckers, look at you. You are so... Oh, there they are again. Look at that. Look at that. Look at you. Look at that strong will. Look at that determination. Look at that. And then I was like, other than that, Eka, guess who's in the moon? The level of importance. Not quite fully known yet. Possibly came close to the breaking point based on fear. Got a little backstory under here. Came close to the breaking point due to fear. That's for some of you, not all of you. Sometimes the underlying can be interesting. All right. Very present-oriented. I'm here. I'm accounted for, and I'm doing more than my bit. There's sincerity here. Okay, I got this. This is interesting. I like all this. I really do. This was interesting piece by far. We're working on that intersection, yeah? It's not enough that this person, I'm emotionally attached to them. I need to see them more in my world. I got to make sure that they're fucking there. I gotta make sure that they're fucking there. I don't know how else to put it. I know that's blunt. I know it feels like a blunt instrument too. I gotta make sure that they're fucking there. Gosh dang it. You know, and that's what I was telling somebody the other day. This thing about foundational energy. It's a lot like a meatloaf, right? The success of that meat. I'm a food person. I relate everything to food. And that meatloaf, how successful it is after it's done depends on what you put into it to begin with, right? And you're like, I need that person in my fucking meatloaf. So you're trying to find a way to fit them in. But it's more than that. It's real solid efforts. I do like it. And I'm at this rate, honey, with your energy, with that kind of determination you have in you, good sense of straightforwardness, level-headedness, I got this. I want to... It emotionally makes me feel good. You'll figure it out. With that kind of energy, you'll figure it out. It may not come to you overnight, but there are clues in here that suggest it's absolutely tangible. It's absolutely workable. It's absolutely feasible. So it's kind of like the emotional repairs are all well and good, Christina, but I got to make sure that there's something more solid here. Okay. You two have a lot of overlapping principles, I believe. Okay. But there you go. There you go. That's it. I don't want to... Oh, I'm surprised I got... Honey, it didn't feel like an hour to me. I was enjoying this so much. Okay, what's in here, please? No, obviously no time checks. Everything I'm seeing here is over the course of the next several months. It looks like this is already in effect. That's very normal. When I see April... that's not what I meant. Whatever month I'm looking at, there's typically rollover energy from the month preceding it, right? So this is already underway now. Contemplative, calm. I got this... What are you just kicking ass and taking names, honey? I love this a lot. I love that work energy right there. I like it. I don't know what that's like. It's like, you know what? I know this is going to be my last day, my last week, my last month, my last project in this vein. Let's make it a good one. Let's make it a good one. I gotcha. What's going on here? Fulfillment, wish fulfillment. Yeah, that's that Nine of Cups energy. I know. There's some wish fulfillment here, as I saw with the Nine of Cups. The ancestor guides are leading you in that direction of finding the solutions. Okay, so listen to yourself, listen to your guides. If you believe in that, I very much do. This is that spiritual energy. It's the stuff that surrounds us. Be it people who have passed on in this lifetime or just your particular guides as you understand them. Like, for instance, I strongly believe, right or wrong, that one of my own particular guides is St. Francis. I just understand that energy. I just understand that that guy. I just do. You know, it's just the way it is. I've always resonated with Francis. You know, so that's just one of my guides. Sometimes when I need a little talking to, he's right over there. You know, it's just those energies, those kind of soft-spoken, felt energies that feel like it moves us. Okay. And when we don't listen to them and we don't listen to ourselves, that's when we as humans tend to screw up the most. Okay, so for some of you, yes, they technically did come out of reverse. The reason we have not experienced wish fulfillment is because we were not listening to ourselves and our guides. That's changing. I don't tend to read the oracle cards upside down unless they prominently fly out that way. Spring. Yeah, I told you. It was preceding. It's happening now. The seeds of your wish fulfillment are happening now, based on the decisions you are making now, based on the movement's intensity and strength of will that you are exuding now. Those seeds are being planted in the spring. So I'm not going to go into when they came back or when that blah, blah. It's already happened. That's what I'm saying. There's more vulnerability. I know where there was once guardedness, the vulnerability is now coming out. I've seen it multiple times. Yeah, there was we went, okay, that's where the fear came from. Being guarded. I have to guard myself. I have to guard my feelings. I can't be vulnerable. And this was a form of self-deception. Yes. And that's changed. And that's changing now as we speak. And that's you. It takes courage to change this. And it's not just you, honey. I see them reacting right there with you. Okay? Yeah. For some of you, there's upcoming messages of... I saw that already for you in May. You don't seem to be very... You're nonplussed. Let's put it that way. Mercury is an influence for some of you. There was a message in a bottle. Just messages. Unexpected. Very unexpected, and it took time to drift in. That might have started this whole thing. For some of you, this is simply an indication. You have upcoming travel. Mercury might be an influence for you. Yeah, Mercury might be an influence for you. Could have been a communication that traveled over many miles, many days to reach you. Anyway. Of course, there might be messages of travel coming up. I think we're done with this one. Anything else, please? Anything else here, please, for Leo? Anything else, please, here? There's regrets. There's fear and anxiety. I know. And then there was the unexpected message. There's the reason why I linger sometimes. It's like, because, seriously, man. Seriously. There was regrets, fear, and anxiety. We couldn't. That's what fell. New love. Having a full heart space. There was anxiety, fear, regrets that we didn't open up. Stop. That's enough. It's like, that's enough message. I think we got the core point. And then there was a message. What happens after that? Hidden emotions. Yeah, there's some revelations here. It's backstory stuff. So I don't want to keep digging, but it kind of speaks for itself. What kind of kick-started the seeds of what we're planting now is based on addressing our fears, anxieties, our regrets, understanding some hidden emotions within you, within them, the both of you, and it's all comes down to a credit of one little message. Isn't that interesting? Like I said, if it's not meant for you, it'll pass you by. This did not pass you by. Anything else, please, that is more present or future oriented? Anything else, please? Anything else, please? Anything else, please? Mirroring. You two mirror each other, no doubt. Probably had very similar fears, very similar anxieties, and also very similar hidden emotions. That kind of thing. Messages from spirit. You have healthy boundaries. Okay. It's okay. You can take control. You have a strong head on your shoulders. You can draw boundaries for yourself. You got messages from the spirit realm. You can do this. Speak your truth. Energy cleanse. All that good stuff. So cleansing of the self, speaking to thy truth, taking action in accordance to that. But yeah, there's things that you want to do in many directions, and all of them seem positive. Okay. You're showing yourself boundaries just by standing up for what it is that you believe in and standing up for what it is that you want to do. And in that respect, I see you taking control, the healthy kind. Okay? All right. Let's wrap her up. Cancer. So the medallion of Cancer. For some of you, Bull, sign of Taurus. You might have some of those very strong placements in your chart, by the way. Frog with a coin in its mouth, sign of prosperity. Oh no. You both have that reflected back in your energies. A certain respect for work. And bringing stuff from it. Being really helpful to the community, not just earning a paycheck, but in terms of actual endeavors, making an impact, right? S. That's it. W. U. Owl. Wisdom. Also Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. And then the zombie, feeling like we're doing the same thing in, day out, the drudgery. For some of you, that might explain this. I have a lack of energy for this. Yeah, it could be that simple. Okay, I think we covered all the bases, honey. You put in the comments as you see fit. The next round of reading will, of course, be the Intimate Tarot Reads. Channel favorite around here. Until then, it's looking good. Continue to honor your intentions, what it is that you are trying to do, seek, bring forward into your life, feel the changes that all seem to be good for you and good by you. It's interesting how you are trying to find ways to incorporate this person more into your actual real-life energy. That way you can kind of turn around and know that they are there, not just an emotional presence in your life that you feel good about and that you are now expanding with on a more vulnerable level, but that you also want to bring more to the forefront of there's placement here too. Okay, there is real-life energy with this person as well. So I like that. These are all things to do. These are all things to sort out. I'm seeing emotional expansion for you both in a way that is safe, constructive, healthy, and feels good. Good job over here. This feels right. It looks right. And frankly, it was a long time coming. Okay? All right. Like I said, put in the comments as you see fit. Leo, honey, take care. Be well.